Oh, we're going to break it down here. 2014 MEP'S, top 7, week 10. Last week, 6-1. Holla at your boy. One ECU midweek struggle from a perfect week. Will we get there again in this year? I don't know. That was a good step towards the rest of the year, though. On to the picks. Number 7 pick of the week, we're taking the Ark Staters. They've put up 92 points in the last 2 games, and they head to the Kibbe Dome to face an Idaho team that is lacking in a little bit of defense. We know there's not even going to be 200 people in attendance. Ark State will score a ton of points on a crappy Vandals team that's given up 38, 45, 36, 34, 35, 47. Before last week's 17, they only allowed to crap-ass New Mexico State. I think Ark State handles this one no problem by a few scores. Number 6 pick, we're taking ECU. We're going back to the well because ECU just got ranked 23rd and is in the position to be the non-Power 5 team to make one of the big bowls this year. Maybe the Chick-fil-A Bowl down in Atlanta. I don't know. But they're going to come out, make a statement, beat up Temple, who we saw last week, got a little bit exposed. This pick is a little bit more towards Temple not being as good to cover 7 as it is ECU having no problems. And if this line came out last week, it would have been somewhere in the 14 to 17 range. Number 5 pick, we're taking Air Force. Yes, the Air Force Academy, the Blue Falcons, as they go for a win this weekend versus Army. They win it, they win the Commander-in-Chief trophy, and they render Army-Navy just more than a publicity stunt for politics there at the end of the year. Only covering 3.5 against an Army team that gave up 39 to Kent State, a team that didn't even come in, I believe, averaging 12 a game. Army gives up almost 36 a game. Oh, and another fact, Air Force won 2 games last year. One of them was versus Army, and they put up 42 on them. I don't think this one's a contest. I think Air Force runs all over them. Army, you got to fix that D, man. Number 4 pick, we're taking the Seminoles. Yeah, I know, it hurts me. I'm not rooting for it. Just going with the logic here. A lot of times the MEPs are questioned for picking with their heart and not their head. But this week, only covering 4 at Louisville. I haven't seen enough out of Louisville to make me think they're going to be able to score enough points to beat the Noles. I thought this line would be somewhere in the 7 to 10 range. And I like Louisville to give them a good game, but I don't know. The last time they were there, the last time in 2002, though, you remember, in overtime, the Noles were undefeated. The Louisville picked off Chris Ricks first play, right up the gut. Bye-bye Noles. Mike Tirico having an aneurysm. Look at that field. It looks so much different. Look at those crap-ass uniforms before they took it into a little higher level there at Louisville in the driving rainstorm. I remember watching this one. I believe I was watching it at the old townhouse. It was fun to see the Noles lose. Sadly, I don't see it happening this week or this Thursday. I think they handle Louisville, cover the 4, and they stay undefeated for now. Friggin' Noles. Number 3 pick, we're taking Oregon. Part of the reason we're taking Oregon is this isn't as good of a Stanford team that shut them down the last 2 years. I know Stanford's had their way and only held them to, I believe, 34 points the last 2 years. But Oregon is on a mission to get revenge against Stanford, and they are a well-oiled machine, averaging 45.5 so far this year, and the Stanford offense just doesn't look like they're going to be able to keep up with them. Shane Scove's not there. Those excellent DNs they had go to the NFL, I can't remember the friggin' names. They're gone. I think Marcus Mariota makes a Heisman statement here versus Stanford this weekend and only covers 7. And honestly, I thought this line would be over 10 too. Number 2 pick, we're taking the App Staters. One of our favorite programs in forever after the Michigan debacle in the Big House years ago. They come in averaging almost 34 a game. Georgia State comes in giving up the 127th most points in the country, 43.5 or so. This should be way higher. This line should be 14, 17 points maybe. Georgia State is terrible. The only win they got, I believe, was week 1 over a 1AA, and they barely squeaked that one out. There's no motivation here. App State should get a nice back-to-back win on the resume and slip ahead of the Josh Staters in the Sun Belt. Hashtag Fun Belt. Number 1 pick of the week, we're going back to the well for a 3rd straight week. We're taking Nevada. Yes, Nevada Reno, the Awful Awfuls. Covering 3.5 versus San Diego State. San Diego State's 4 wins in the year. In Northern Arizona, that's 1AA. UNLV, New Mexico, and Hawaii. Not exactly a murderer's row. I am sorry, Blaisdell, I'm going against your Aztecs here, but it's home in Nevada. I've been there. It's a fun place to see a game. You can go gamble after it, eat a couple Awful Awfuls. And 3.5's a little low. I thought this would be more like a tutty. Nevada needs this one to take control of the Mountain West Conference West, I believe. And I think they handle the Aztecs here on Saturday night in Reno. All right, a couple things from this week I enjoyed. One of them was not the end of the Virginia game. But check out this Arkansas. The O-lineman touchdown. Look at this.
Snap it. Oh, my goodness. Is that
Look at that gun.
Are you kidding me? Touchdown, Arkansas.
I'm pretty sure we saw that previewed here when CQ was tossing the ball around. And those Wolverines, I mean, if you're gonna do something like this, drive a stake, I mean, come on, put up more of a fight than 11 points and giving up a touchdown in garbage time to blow the cover. And maybe Brady Hoke, I mean, maybe he got the steak part wrong. I mean, Brady, there's a pretty good steakhouse in Ann Arbor if you were looking for steak. You know, I mean, you might have been confused. I don't know. So it is MEP's Song of the Week here. It is basketball season. I know that the MEP's is a football-related podcast, but we are, not podcast, video. We are fired up about the Bulls here. We are fired up about the Who's. I'm fired up about the Dukies. It's going to be a good basketball season. It wouldn't be a basketball season without John Tesh kicking it off. On a few notes, Huskies get to rest up a little bit before we start some midweek action. The Irish face the Middies. Never a fun time. Never fun watching the option. Oh, wait, the Who's get to face Georgia Tech. More options. So I'm going to watch about 7.5 to 8 hours of option football on Saturday, which won't be that great. Florida, Georgia, the world's largest outdoor cocktail party. Exciting. Gosh, it's not going to be pretty, I hope. Muschamp's got a horseshoe up his butt and can find a way to keep that one close and not let the Gators get embarrassed. So on that note, let's get to John Tesh. Let's make sure we know why or what was the inspiration.
Now the original demo tape for this particular song. Pro basketball.
It's a message for me about the NBA theme. Here's an idea. It goes like this.
Genius. Mesmerized. Nothing but the best for the MEP's followers. 6-1 last week. Let's make it 7-0 this week. 2014 MEP's Top 7, Week 10. Rest up, Huskies. Go Irish. Go Who's. Go Gators. Go Hoosiers. And go Bulls. Fuck the Cavs.